having a little party tonight. And I also hear that you have the best seat in the house. We are so delighted to be out here for this special celebration, celebrating the FAU men's basketball team in their historic run, incredible run to the Final Four. My name is Holly Davis. I'm a morning anchor at WPTV. WPTV, by the way, we are a proud sponsor of this event. There is nowhere that we would rather be tonight. So thank you so much for having us. The weather is beautiful. I want you to look up there in the balcony. There's a guy up there by the name of Steve Weagle. Say, hey, Steve! I hear he has some connections, and he called in those connections to make sure we don't have any rain tonight. So we appreciate the love, Steve. In the back there, we've got the one and only Jay Cashmere, Tanya Roberts. Make sure you're tuning into them nightly, as well as the rest of our team. I think Visa had the slogan, everywhere you want to be. But I'll tell you a little secret. They got that from us at WPTV because we are everywhere you want to be. And tonight we are here with you. Hey, what a season, don't you agree, for the FAU Owls? Wasn't it remarkable? Not only the best in FAU's program's history, but if we're being real, one of the best years in college basketball. And our Beach Boys, man, did they do their thing. So many firsts this year, can't go down the whole list, but let me highlight a few. First Conference USA Championship in the regular season. The program's first, second, third, and if that's not enough, the fourth ever NCAA tournament wins, and finally, first Final Four appearance after securing the East Region Championship. Give it up for the Owls, ladies and gentlemen. So as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. The Cinderella story didn't necessarily have that fairy tale ending, and let me tell you, I knew it. I was in Houston, I was there, and the hardest job, one of them anyway, that I've ever had is I had to go interview fans, yes, after that heartbreaking loss. But nonetheless, you all out there are incredible. The energy, the electricity, the support you have shown your team. They love you, we love you. There is no doubt about it. This team brought so much pride, not only to FAU, but Boca Raton. You'll see on the billboard tonight, Boca proud, and Palm Beach County as a whole. So one more time, give it up for those Beach Boys. All righty, let's get this party started. Join me in welcoming the following to the stage: FAU President Stacy Bolnick, Vice President and Director of Athletics Brian White, Chair of the FAU Board of Trustees Brad Levine, Eleanor Ellie Baldwin, and tonight's gracious host representing the city of Boca Raton, Mayor Scott Singer, Deputy Mayor Monica Mayotte, Council members Yvette Drucker, Fran Necklace, and Mark Widger. Give them a round of applause. Now, you all look pretty good. And I know that you thought that the crowd came out here for you. But the moment you all have been waiting for, the FAU 2022-23 men's basketball team.
The master.
Get on your feet, let's go!
Y'all ready? They ready? We ready? We ready? Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I wore the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was winning? Jackson on it, some like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. I'll say the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of kind of man can't be crying like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she'll ride like my ghost. score when he first touched that. Go, go, go. I feel the master. I feel it. Y'all ready? They ready? Come on, come on. Y'all ready? They ready? We ready? We ready? Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I wore the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was winning? Flexing on these, some like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. I'll say the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of cat that me can't be grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she'll ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands on my toes. Go, all I know is move. When it come to me, I got that's rolling. I got throwing P's. I done did the DOA. I done did the KODs. And what's
Y'all clean up quite nicely. Did everybody go to class today? Let me ask that again. Did everybody go to class today? That's what I'm talking about. Student athletes, ladies and gentlemen, the FAU Owls. And I had a couple of conversations with the president of Florida Atlantic University. She is absolutely thrilled. I said, Madam President, have you come down from cloud nine? She says, absolutely not. And she has no plans to, because I hear we're going to do it next year. It is our year. Madam President.
Thank you so much. Good evening. Thank you all for coming out tonight to celebrate Florida Atlantic's men's basketball team's historic season. If we could give them a round of applause. I want to start by saying a special word of thanks to Mayor Singer and the City of Boca Raton. We truly appreciate your support. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to gather with so many friends in this community to honor our Beach Boys. One of Florida Atlantic University's biggest fans, Eleanor Baldwin, is here tonight. In November, Ellie made an incredibly generous $7.5 million gift that will fund renovations to the team's home, which we've named the Eleanor R. Baldwin Arena in her honor. And our students have fondly renamed that the Ellie. We kicked this gift off around the same time that the team kicked off its 20-game winning streak, tied for the longest in the nation this season. So I'd like to think that Ellie brought us a little bit of luck. I'd also like to acknowledge a few special guests that are joining me here on stage. Michael Haggerty and his wife Michelle, who's not here today, who have generously supported FAU athletics with more than $7.5 million in philanthropic giving since 2021. Barb Schmidt and Michelle Morris, who generous $16 million gift through the Schmidt Family Foundation helped to build the Schmidt Family Complex for academic and athletic excellence. This complex is helping us recruit, retain, and graduate the very best students and student athletes. Thank you again, Barb and Michelle. And to Brad Levine, Chairman of Florida Atlantic University's Board of Trustees. Trustee Levine, thank you for your commitment to higher education and for your tireless support of Florida Atlantic University and attending every single one of the games. I would also like to acknowledge our Vice President and Director of Athletics, Brian White, who has led our athletic program to national attention. Brian joined Florida Atlantic in March of 2018. Just weeks after he arrived, he hired head basketball coach Dusty May, and I'd say that was a great decision. Last week, Brian was named to Sports Business Journal's 40 Under 40, a very well-deserved accolade for all he has done and all of his accomplishments at Florida Atlantic. Thank you, Brian, for your outstanding leadership. I would also like to thank the hardworking athletics staff. what goes on the court, off the court, behind the scenes. They have put in long hours to ensure a world-class experience for our fans and our student athletes, and I truly appreciate your efforts. Now, I want to thank the fans, including our students who attended games throughout this season, who traveled to Frisco, Columbus, New York, and Houston to cheer on our team. And everyone who supported this team away and at home. I attended every one of our conference and NCAA tournament games, and I enjoyed meeting many of our students, alumni, and supporters in each of these cities and made many friends along the way. The energy of our fans and students brought to these games was incomparable. This includes our cheer team, who recently won a national championship. It also includes our pep band, dance team, and of course our mascot, Owsley. Thank you all for your hard work this season. I know you had a lot of long days, long nights, and made even longer by the fact that you had to keep up with your coursework. You being at every game truly made a difference and played a tremendous role in the team's success. Will everyone join me in a round of applause for our cheer team, dance team, pep band, and Owsley? And looking out here tonight, I would be remiss if I didn't thank this community who embraced this team and the university and allowed us to show our pride in FAU even stronger. Thank you. This team's success brought an unprecedented amount of positive publicity to the university and to this city of Boca Raton. We received local and national media attention, including several features on the Today Show and ESPN Sports Center. I want you to listen to this. Our total media coverage for the month of March has an estimated value of $1.7 billion in free marketing. And to put that in perspective, February was $250 million. That is a $1.25 billion jump from February. And now the reason we're here tonight, the Florida Atlantic University's men's basketball team. To our players, I want to say that it's been a joy to watch you play this season, and perhaps just as enjoyable to watch your behavior off the court. You have shown yourselves to be humble, selfless, and unbelievably hardworking. And while I know that you've been enjoying your time in the spotlight, I've noticed that you've never failed to thank your coaches, praise each other, and reiterate how every win is a group effort. You truly exemplify what it means to be a team, and you're wonderful representatives of FAU's student body, and I am proud of each and every one of you. I also want to commend head coach Dusty May and the coaching staff. It's your guidance that has motivated these young men to be the very best versions of themselves on and off the court, and your leadership has transformed our basketball program. Congratulations again to the entire team, and thank you. You inspired a renewed sense of spirit in our students, our faculty, our alumni, and the friends of the university, and made us all very proud to be Owls. Thank you.
Madam President, no pressure, but one of the questions that we hear often is, you might need to get a bigger stadium. I'm thinking that has to be coming.
We're working on it.
Oh, we got that on record. All right, now please join me in welcoming to the stage FAU's Vice President and Director of Athletics, Mr. Brian White.
Can everybody hear me? Awesome. First of all, thank you all for coming out so strong to support your hometown team. In particular, I want to thank our leadership, President Volnick, Chair Levine. Both have been tremendously supportive of athletics in so many ways. I also want to thank our incredible donors, ticket holders, fans, and attendants. Thank you to a few we have here on stage, Barb Schmidt, Michael Haggerty, and Ellie Baldwin. Thank you for all you do for FAU. Thank you to Mayor Singer for hosting this wonderful event. I'm so excited about this turnout, so excited about the fan base, and I'm so proud of this basketball team, but I'm also tremendously proud of this community for stepping up. FAU is the hometown team for Boca Raton. Our success is Boca Raton's success. Our future is as bright as Boca Raton's future. The run that Coach May and his guys put on was, in my opinion, one of the most impressive feats in the history of college basketball. So I had my staff send me the brag sheet and a few stats. Most are probably familiar with these, so I won't belabor every stat. But the first one stood out to me, and the first bullet point on the page was that it was the most successful season in FAU history. But at this point, it seems like the biggest understatement of the year. It's a phenomenal stat, most successful season in FAU history. But really, when you look at everything else, it's the most successful by 14 games. It wasn't even close. You go down the list, 35 wins was the most wins in all of college basketball this year. I'll list them off quickly. 20-game win streak, 18 conference wins, the most in Conference USA history. Undefeated at home, 17-0 here in Paradise, here in Boca Raton. Dusty May named CBS Sports National Coach of the Year. We all know we finished in the Final Four, but how about we finish number 5 in the country in the final standings? It's pretty incredible. Probably most of all, and it's been mentioned, is we're gonna be better next year, right, guys? We're top 5, top 10 in all preseason polls. I mean, the momentum of this program, but also it matches the momentum of Boca Raton. We're really, really proud to be the hometown team for Boca Raton. The community, you all have been unbelievable as well. Just like this team's been unbelievable, this community's been unbelievable. 7 straight sellouts to end the season. The momentum and the support that this group has provided, I promise you, is an inspiration to all of us. And I also know that we've seen videos on the road of all the local bars and restaurants and the watch parties, and that's an inspiration as the team's traveling from Frisco to Columbus to New York to Houston. The energy and passion of this fan base is really incredible, and the atmosphere in that arena has been electric to finish the year. But we think next year we're going to sell out every game and create one of the best and most intimidating atmospheres in all of college basketball. So again, thank you all for coming out. Thank you for your support over the years, and thank you for embracing us as your hometown team. Go Owls!
Thank you, Director White. Hey, we're going to make it worth your while to stick around tonight. Our players are going to be signing autographs here in the front. They're going to be worth a lot of money one day, just saying, so make sure you stick around for that. If you're a student at FAU, let me hear it. Where are our students tonight? What about our alumni? If you call Boca Raton home, let's hear it. And if you're just a fan of the baddest school in the land, make some noise. All right, so let's put Coach May on the spot along with Elijah Martin. Come on, guys. Nick Boyd. Yeah, you didn't get the memo? Are you guys used to these interviews by now?
A little bit. We're still getting used to it, though.
Okay, I'm going to start with you, Coach. So, Marlins game. First pitch, it wasn't great. What was going through your head?
The moment got too big.
Bigger than the Final Four?
Much bigger. I prepared my whole life for that environment. I haven't prepared for more than 5 minutes for the Marlin environment.
Well, listen, we're still going to give you a 10 out of 10. Let me get over here so the crowd can see you. Listen, we've been talking about this remarkable run that you guys have had, 35-4, excuse me, advancing all the way to the Final Four. You broke all kinds of conference titles. When you look back, especially over the past couple of months, what's the moment that makes you think, wow, we did that?
I can only think about the 4 losses and the wild pitch right now because I think the Florida game early in the season was the moment that we had enough confidence that we could beat anyone on our schedule, and it showed how good of a team we could be if we did it together.
I gotcha. Nick, what about you? What's the moment you look back and you say, I can't believe my team did that?
I think it was the conference tournament when we beat UAB by 20-plus points, and we won our first conference tournament title in Conference USA play. That made me more than confident going into the tournament, and I knew we could bang and be physical with anybody in the country.
And you backed it up. Love it. Okay, so Elijah, I met your uncle. He came to Houston, drove all the way down from Baton Rouge. He said he was, keeping the line tight there on the hair. And my question tonight, when was the last time you had a shape up?
About 5 minutes ago. Real big right there.
Right there in the front?
Hold up. Yeah, that's the best barber in Boca, I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, best barber, stand up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo! All right, so one day, Elijah, you're going to be old and gray. You're going to be telling your grandkids this story of how you made it to the Final Four. What is the one thing that you think, you still can't believe?
Just the run that we went on. We knew the type of team that we are, and to put it in place, that just amazing.
I don't think there's probably a place that you guys can walk now where somebody doesn't recognize you. You had this entire community supporting you, rallying around you. Have you gotten used to the stardom?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. This is a humble man, ladies and gentlemen. Have you gotten used to the stardom? You're going back next year, so you might as well get used to it.
Nah, not yet, but it's gonna take some time.
Love it, love it. Thank you, guys. You guys can have a seat. We appreciate it. All right, well, now as host of the event tonight, the city of Boca Raton has a very special presentation. So please welcome to the stage Mayor Scott Singer, Deputy Mayor Monica Mayotte, and council members Yvette Drucker, Fred Naklis, and Mark Widger.
Just flank, two on either side. Yeah, two on either side. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mayor Scott Singer, proud to be joined by my city council colleagues, and on behalf of the entire city of Boca Raton, I want to say how proud, beyond proud, grateful and excited we are to recognize the FAU men's basketball team on a season that not only exceeded all expectations, but we hope will also be the catalyst for more Final Four and NCAA championship seasons to come. Now, this moment was not totally unanticipated. We started talking with Chair Levine and President Volnick about a parade or celebration even before the Conference USA tournament. And some of us even predicted a Sweet 16 berth. But honestly, few of us envisioned how you would capture the talent, the moment, and reach the Final Four. Coach May did, you all did, the entire team did. And that's why you all played like champions of Conference USA, of the East region, and of the hearts of the nation. You had belief in yourselves, and now the nation believes in FAU. So it's our honor today to have you here so that we can celebrate what will be the hope of many other milestone moments for Florida Atlantic University and the city of Boca Raton. You have brought this community together and strengthened the ties between the city and the university like never before. I'm so grateful for the many sponsors, residents, and businesses who reached out and are here supporting this event and this team. And as you've heard, we have so many generous philanthropists who have made this program and university what they are, including Eleanor Baldwin, the Haggerty family, the Schmidt family. We are grateful for you and all you continue to do. FAU and the entire university have ways to seize this moment to build a winning program. I've been thrilled to hear about the work of the Paradise Collective as it looks to support our student athletes. And for everyone here, there are ways to get involved that will have a meaningful difference to our students, to the program, the university, and the city. So after a season with so many firsts, a perfect home season, 20 straight wins, a conference title, the most wins in the nation, we are honored to bestow the city's highest honor to the FAU men's basketball team with a key to the city. And in fact, we've done something we've never done before. We've ordered more keys than we ever had. One for everyone connected with the team. But for now, I'd like to ask the unanimous National Coach of the Year and FAU's Coach of the next decade and beyond, Dusty May, to join me and the council to accept this key and plaque on behalf of the FAU men's basketball team and a grateful city of Boca Raton. You got that? We're gonna step out in front, yes.
Let's get some music, DJ. All right, you guys go up. Let's get some photos. You definitely deserve this moment in the spotlight. Let's do some FAU! FAU! FAU!
Brian?